As a cancer dietitian, I often get asked what foods you should eat for cancer survivorship and cancer prevention. Stay tuned because we're going to talk about that today on The Pulse. My name is Jeanne Byquist and I'm the Cancer Program Dietitian at Tammy Walker Cancer Center.
Jeanne, thank you so much for being on the show. Let's start right out. What are the best foods to eat to prevent cancer?
Well, typically to prevent cancer, you want to eat a more whole foods diet, and you want to eat foods that have less salt, sugar, and fat in them to prevent cancer.
So let's look at it from the patients that you work with at the cancer center. I'm sure every type of cancer is different, but what type of diets are you working with the patients with?
Specifically, it would definitely depend on the type of cancer they have and also the type of maybe chemo or radiation they're going to get. They may need to actually follow a low fiber diet if they're having radiation and maybe they're having some upset stomach. If they're on a certain chemo, they may have to avoid a cold food because they're really sensitive to cold. Even their fingertips might have a problem with that, but certainly their mouth. So then I would help them with warm recipes and providing those.
Let's look at it from the cancer prevention side. Kind of take us through maybe like a weekly menu.
We would want most of our plate to contain fruits, vegetables, and whole grains and a lean meat. So I would tell you to probably try to eat that way the majority of your meals. Does that mean you can't ever have a piece of cake or a cookie? Of course you can when there's a special event. We're always going to have, a time when it's fine to splurge, but I think you want to be doing that less often, certainly, than more often. The idea is if you include a lot of these fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, then you're not going to be hungry and you'll be full and satisfied and you're not going to want the sweets and the fast food and those kinds of things.
And I assume it's portion size?
Absolutely. I think all of the different large agencies, the American Cancer Society, the American Institute for Cancer Research, National Cancer Institute, all of those definitely say portion size is very important.
Jeanne, how about the well-meaning friend or relative that read an article on a miracle diet? I don't think there are miracle diets, really.
Absolutely, I wish there was, or I wish there was some miracle food, but clearly that is not the case. We just know that including the foods I've already mentioned are very important. The internet can be a curse and a wonderful thing because there again you want to be sure you get on a reputable website. One that I have not mentioned yet is called myplate.gov, which will talk a lot about portion sizes and those kinds of specific actually to the patient, if they can plug in their height and their weight, etc. And also I have not put a plug in for physical activity. That is really important too.
For more information, please visit TammyWalkerCancerCenter.com and like their Facebook page.